What's up, y'all? It's your man Warren Gotti here. Adam Peters and Dan Quinn are live at the Scouting Combine, and currently, right now, GM Adam Peters is set to meet with the media. Let's waste no time. Let's get to it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti talking sports. You know what it is. Shout out Juan Gotti talking sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
I always say it's not how they line up, it's how they wind up.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Warren Gotti here. Let's go ahead and get this going. We're gonna be on Twitter with it. Apparently, I thought that they was gonna have like a live stream of him asking questions. I done seen other teams go live today. Oh yeah, there we go. Spoke too soon. Let me go ahead and switch tabs right quick. Hold on, AP. All right, we good. Let me go ahead. Boom. Let's go. Here's Adam Peters. The first time I done heard Adam Peters in a little minute. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Oh, how does this look? Yeah, all right, bet. Let's go, y'all.
Well, hopefully the
Let's see what
same.
he got to say.
But yeah, I mean, every time you approach everything the same, and you want to really uncover every stone and do all the work on all the different possibilities, whether that's, you stay in pick, you trade back, you trade up, and you want to be sure you have all your bases covered.
What's up, everybody? What's up, y'all?
What's up? If a team,
Adam Peters live now.
27, you have to be ready for that. Like, who's going to be there at 27? Is that worth it? Or do you want to trade back? Not as far, or all those things. So every
27 is crazy, AP.
Similar. We want to make sure you cover all your bases, know everybody in the draft, not just the guys that are in the top 7 or whatever, because you never know what's going to happen. So, but we're working really hard. Our college staff's been grinding since it's really August in the summer. So we have a great kind of setup right now, and we're just getting into that after we get into free agency, really digging into the draft. But those guys have been doing work all year, so we'll be ready to go.
So he's asking questions about the edge. If y'all can't hear, they don't have the microphones for him. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think, answer the first question, evaluating the edge, just guys that, fit your scheme and your profile. And we have new scheme this year with Durante. And so, but I think a lot of that stuff carries over. If you're a really good pass rusher, you're always going to,
What's up?
Like, pass rush is going to weigh more than run.
What's up, George?
Especially the way this league is. But ideally,
John Stain, what's in my guy, John?
That's who you want, but there's only one of those guys walking on the face of the earth. So, but a lot of those same traits, right? And long, fast, explosive, can turn the corner, can finish, all those things. In terms of guys with shorter arms, and there's a few in this draft that are really, really good players. It's arm length. I can go into days on this arm length thing, because every time you measure somebody's arm, it could be 30, 31, 32, 33, just depending on who measures it. So you get a pretty good idea of how long their arms are with that, but you really how well they play with whatever length they have. Some guys have shorter arms that play with great length and extension all the time. Some guys have really long arms that don't use their length as well. So it's great to have that length, but it's also how they use it and how it comes out on the tape. And so some guys can excel with shorter arms by doing things differently, but ideally you always want to have the err on the side of a longer person. Yeah.
I'm really pissed that they don't have the microphones.
I think it's hard, but I think that's just this league, and we had 10 head coaching changes. So there's just always going to be turnover and volatility just based on the way this league is built and run. And a lot of teams have done really well. Like, you look at the Patriots, they got to the Super Bowl this
Tommy,
year.
the name of appreciate that.
A really experienced and good one. So it just matters, how quickly you can implement that. And so when you do that, what's your plan? Like how are you building that for success with the players that you have, starting as soon as you hire them? How are they building the installs? How are they teaching it? And how quickly can the players learn and adapt and excel in it? So yeah, sure. It's hard. It really is. But that's our jobs.
Tommy, I just sent the name of the song. It's Rocker Hips by New
Yeah, I
Impressions.
think, with Jaden, all of our decisions are really in consideration of him. And this one, especially with keeping David Blau and their history for the last 2 years of working together. So that helped a lot, and that gives us a lot of confidence. They have an incredible working relationship, and
Mhm.
David's an incredible coach. So that will help speed up the process for sure, where you don't have the getting to know kind of trust building factor. That trust is already built. So that'll really help us moving forward. But I think that's everything we're going to be doing is going to be with Jaden in mind.
Love it.
No, we haven't made a final decision there's a lot of things that go into that, and we'll still have a few more conversations, Ben. But until then, yeah, he's still on our team.
Come on, AP. We know you cutting Marshawn Lattimore. You ain't got a lot of us, man.
Coaching staff question. Like, I don't want to get too deep into that, but that's the plan, is to absorb that, somehow, some way, whether it's internally or externally. But we've had some conversations about that. But you know, really, what we want to do is make sure we surround David Blau with as many people that can help him as possible to ensure he has every chance of success. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that is a good question, and I think obviously it's not orthodox for a college director to leave at this time. Um, so we will have our work to do, but I think in terms of Tim, I really, that was a personal thing for me too. When I was a college director at Denver, I got asked to go to the 49ers, which was my hometown team, and great man by the name of John Elway allowed me to do that. And so I wanted to pay that forward. And I think Tim has earned that, more than earned that, really, with his 24 years of service to us. And so, that certainly is not going to be easy, but I really have a lot of confidence in our staff to make up for the next few months, at least, to pick up the slack. Yeah, so that's a really good question, John, and I think it's going to be a little bit different in terms of the players we're looking at and looking for, and what we're looking for in those players. Um, we a couple weeks ago, when after we hired Durante, and both him and David did an incredible job for us. They presented to the whole football staff, their vision for offense and defense. So David went first and talked about offense, our vision, our scheme, and then got into the particular players and what we're looking for in those particular players. And they painted a great picture for us. And Durante did the same. And it was really super impressive. First of all, those guys are both really, really smart and really, I'm really excited about them. But Durante did a great job of painting the picture of what we're looking at in this, and how the front's multiple, so it doesn't have to be, it's not just super specific. But if a guy can do multiple things, then that the versatility is probably more of a premium now. But in terms of that, they've done an incredible job painting a picture for us and giving an idea of what we need to go do to help them find those players. So, and then now that's our job to go find them. Yeah.
Here's a Larmey question.
I don't want to put a timeline on it, JP, but it is really important for us, and we've been having talks, and we've been having good and productive talks with Larmey and his team.
Okay.
And, we're as motivated as ever to get that done, but I don't want to put a timeline on it. Obviously, I don't think either side wants to drag it on, but I don't think the league year is anything that's going to be a deadline of sorts.
Learn from what you did with Terry, please.
Well, Jennifer, Brandon Ayuk is a player on another team under contract, so I can't comment on that. Second chances, yeah. I think everybody on earth deserves a second chance.
GG's chat. We're getting Brandon Ayuk. We're getting Brandon Ayuk. We're getting Brandon Ayuk,
So,
bruh. Okay,
Kinlaw, I mean, that was an interesting one.
it's
Kinlaw earned his
confirmed.
second chance,
It's
and really,
confirmed. Second
he
chances.
earned
We're getting
every
Brandon
single bit
Ayuk,
of it.
bruh.
And so,
Look how he started
I
smiling when
wouldn't
he started talking about
kind
it
of
in the
call his
first
a
place.
second chance, so to speak. I think because I had the familiarity with him and understanding the type of person and player and competitor he is, that helped factor into that decision. But I think he earned every single bit of that by the way he came back from his injuries and everything to be a really, really good player. So in terms of Brandon, love the person, but can't really comment on the player.
Players who are under contract. So a couple years ago, what is probably the biggest question with James at the combine was just an amazing player, his style of play. There's a lot of hits. Obviously, got the year went great. Do you think that he needs to continue to tweak the style of play, work on taking those steps? Do you look at the other injuries coming?
Yeah, I think there's, some of these injuries, right, for anybody are freak injuries and things that would happen to anybody. But Jaden's well aware of, just being able to protect himself and understanding the importance of that and being available. And we've talked about this a lot, but he's certainly understands that. And but it's not just on Jaden; it's on all of us. It's on our scouting staff to find the receivers and the linemen and the running backs to support him, so he doesn't have to do it all himself. It's on the coaches, with the way they coach him and what they call the plays we call him, the scheme and everything like that. So it's a team effort, but certainly it is a premium to keep him healthy for sure. To him, I couldn't put a. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but I don't know if there's a number on it.
Adam, you were back to Larmey for a second. We were talking about now. You don't want to deadline on it. Conversations continue. With that being said, are you determined to try to keep it out of free agency, given his position and the year he had for you guys last year? That's a great question.
Yeah, Laramie's under contract for this next year, so so he's got one more year on his contract. Yeah.
Two more.
Yeah, Andrew. One, I can't say enough good things about him, the person and the player. He's what we would call a true commander in terms of his work ethic, his competitiveness. He's an elite teammate, and he's super versatile. He can line up at 4 spots, so he's super valuable. I think he's still got enough talent to start, and so he was a priority for us to bring back. And there's a number of those guys, but Andrew was at or near the top of that, and we're thrilled to have him back. And I just can't say enough good things about him. And the more of the guys like that you have, the better your team's going to be. Pardon me?
Did you learn more about Andrew this year?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot about him this year, and just the type of human being he is. Like, we had a contract that we had to restructure last year, and the way he responded to that is better than I could ever imagine myself responding. He is an outstanding person, a team first person. And so that was the first part, but just being around him for another year as a human being and understanding what he means to that room and to the offense in general, just really impactful in a lot of different ways. And then obviously, you get onto the field, and a lot of it's, first it's the selflessness of going wherever we need him to go to help the team. And then 2, his talent and versatility to go to. It's really hard to move from the left to the right, from inside to outside. So you have to have a lot of talent and just really a great work ethic to be able to do that stuff. So couldn't be more impressed with him as a person or a player, and really honored to be working with him.
All right. Thanks, AP.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Well, that was Adam Peters at the Scouting Combine. And I'm going to be honest with you. I definitely am a little bit underwhelmed. First things first, I couldn't hit shit. I couldn't hit none of the questions. Y'all watched it with me. We couldn't hit nothing. And secondly, I felt like from the little bit I could hear, I don't know why I was expecting more. I was expecting more Larmey questions. I was expecting more of what is free agency looking like, but they kind of answered some of the things I was looking forward to. But I think at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we can probably guarantee Brandon Ayuk to be a Commander, man. He just started smiling once they brought up Brandon Ayuk's name. He talked about giving players second chances, and everybody deserves second chances. I think Brandon Ayuk is about to be a Washington Commander, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, if I'm being completely honest. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Brandon Ayuk ends up being a Commander. But let's go on Twitter right quick, and let's try to look at it from. I know JP Finley or somebody got the questions like chronological order. We could probably read it that way because we couldn't hear nothing that he was talking about. For real, for real. So let me go ahead and do this right quick. Um, my biggest thing with Adam Peters when it comes to the offseason, if it's not bringing back some of the free agents, is I want him to for sure get the Larmey Tunsil deal done immediately, because again, we went down this road with Terry McLaurin last year, and we don't want to go down this road again. Your big early bird getting the worm. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. He says who we should get at 7. So me personally, I've been keeping the same stance the whole entire time. I said I want best player available at 7. I don't care the position. We need too many things to be worried about specific positions. We're gonna pass up on this guy because we need this X, Y, and Z. No, take the best player at 7. If it's Mansa Delane, if it's Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate, Joe and Tyson, Sonny Styles, whoever, David Bailey, Ruben Bain, like whoever is going to be at 7, you need to take it because we need a blue chip player everywhere on this team, not named Jay and Daniels. We literally only have them and Larmey Tunsil and Sam Cosme. And when you think about specific blue chips, so I don't have a specific guy. I just want the best player. So let's go to JP Finley right quick, or maybe my guy Jay Daniels MVP probably got it. Got some of the notes here. So let's go look at Jay Daniels MVP. Of course, the best page on Twitter with that covering this. So first things first, we can stop. He can start welling right here. He said, I heard him say this. GM Adam Peters said there has not been a final decision on cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. Come on, chat. Who is he fooling? He know he's cutting Marshawn Lattimore. We get to save $18.5 million by releasing Marshawn Lattimore. You know that's a no-brainer. Talk about they got a couple conversations to be had left. Come on, we know what they doing. We know what they doing. They releasing them, and it probably is gonna happen at the start of the new league year. A failed trade. Not mad at the trade because in the moment we were all hyped about it. It's unfortunate. That's all it is. Unfortunate. Next, it's GM Adam Peters on Brandon Ayuk. Of course, I love Brandon the person, but can't comment on the player. He added that he's under contract with the 49ers, but everyone deserves a second chance. I think that he wants Brandon Ayuk to be here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It wouldn't surprise me if he is end up being here, bro. Is that my first choice? No. I get he's young, but man hasn't played football in 2 years, so I don't really know what's up with him. And mentally, he seemed a little wonky right now. Let's see. What else? AP jokes he hopes this top 10 pick goes as well as the last one did, which was Jay and Daniels. Hey, AP, you better. Given the fact that we don't have a lot of draft picks in the middle rounds, you got to hit on this one, bro. AP says a deal with Tunsil remains a top priority, but he doesn't want to put a deadline on it. The new league year isn't imperative, but we don't want this to drag on. And this is the biggest thing, if you ask me, that I'm taking away from his press conference is the Larmey Tunsil situation. Because again, as we seen last year, how long they drug out the Terry McLaurin situation, and seeing how that came back to bite them in the rear end, or bite us in the rear end, all of us fans, play teammates, general manager, coaching staff, not having Terry. It came back to bite us all because you need to get these things done. It's important to get these things done in a timely manner. You don't want to drag it all the way into the summertime, especially not into training camp. Let's see what else. If there's anything else. Where's John Cam at? Like, where the reporters at? Like, y'all ain't post no tweets. I miss when the reporters was hungry. I ain't gonna lie. Like back in 2017, 18, 16, bro, when these reporters weren't content creators, when these reporters weren't YouTubers, when they actually was on the beat, reporting everything. That's what I miss. Cause where the hell all the notes at? Where all the notes at? Um, but so it seems like that's all they really got. Let's see what the comments talking about. Hail to the commander. Shout out to Cool Hand Lou. Yeah, Cool Hand Lou, my man. Cool Hand. Uh Tommy. Tommy says if Adam Peters don't cut Marshawn Lattimore, he is in the wrong line of work. Tommy, you tell him again. We get to save $18.5 million by cutting Marshawn Lattimore. It is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. 420. I like Jeremiah Love at 7. Adam with Ayuk and Turtle. Y'all really want Ayuk, bro? Like, I understand he's young and he fits the timeline that we want to go under. But I'm concerned about him not playing football in 2 years. Is that ACL injury back right? Is he mentally in a space where he wants to play football? We don't know. Everybody just wants to put this onus and this like kind of expectation and what's the word I'm looking for? Like priority on Jay and Daniels to, oh yeah, this is his boy, so he gonna get him right. Like Jay is a grown ass man himself. He got to worry about his own thing. Don't just bring him here because you know, oh, that's Jay's guy and Jay ain't gonna be able to get him right. No, he needs to be right himself. I would much rather go get Romeo Dobbs. I'd much rather go get Mike Evans. I'd much rather go, in the draft, Joy Tyson looks like CeeDee Lamb. Carnell Tate looks like a dog. Malachi Lemon, right? You don't have to settle for Brandon Ayuk. I get it, but I'm cool. I want if I had to say my receiving core right now, it'd be Terry. And I don't think Mike Evans is going to come here because I don't think he's leaving Tampa Bay. And I think he's probably going to, if he does leave Tampa Bay, he's probably going to go somewhere where he's like the guy, even though he's older. I would go Terry, Mike Evans, Romeo Dobbs, Treylon Burks, because I think a lot of people are forgetting that we still have Treylon, and he's 25. So now you got Romeo Dobbs and Treylon, your two 25, 26-year-old receivers. You got your two veteran guys, and Terry and Mike Evans, who are both capable of still giving you 1,000-yard seasons. And then you got Luke McCaffrey, who I felt like was turning the corner, finding his own prior to his collarbone injury. And, of course, you got Jay Lane, who is going to eventually be an all-pro punt returner at some point. That I feel like I feel like that is exactly the proper I guess way of being able to balance out the veterans and the rookies, and the young guys or get being youthful. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely try to balance out both guys or both veterans and young guys. I like Jacoby. I like Jacoby Lane, wide receiver, USC, speed and catch everything. I have been hearing about him. 6'5" with 4.4 speed. Let's see. Evans was FT. What you mean? What FT? FT. I'd rather have Mike Evans than me too. Me too. I'd rather have Mike Evans. I'd rather have Mike Evans. I like Sonny, and I like Sonny. He can cover the tight ends, and he makes plays in the backfield. Yeah, I watched a little bit of his tape. He's a guy that can do it all. You know what I'm saying? He can rush the pass. He can drop back, stand tall, cover. Blitz from the middle, A/B gap and all that. He's a true unicorn. If we're being honest. But yeah. My guy Washington Carter. What's up, What's up, Carter? He say, Juan, what happened to your channel? Or what happened to your channel, Juan? Keep going, man. You're great at this. We get the same amount of views for the most part, but you have a lot more subs. I can't figure it out. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, to be honest with you. But man, I've been doing this for a long time, bro. That's really what it is. Yeah, the sub count says 11,000, almost 12,000 subscribers, but of course it probably ain't that many people active no more. The subscribing doing this for 7 years, so you know what I mean, or 6 years. So keep going though, young fella, keep going. BA's ACL should be fully healed by now. Roll the dice on that, man. You think so, Commander DeLorean? I mean, I would assume his ACL tear is healed. I would assume so, but it's just like, are we going to disregard what this man has been posting on socials and doing all this crazy things and stuff like that? I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. If we was to end up with Brandon Ayuk, I would eventually come around to it, but I don't know. I would much rather have other options. I would have other options. Check the latest reports on the free agents. With our free agents, or you're talking about overall free agents? AP says a deal. Okay, that's it. That we already read that one. Zach Ertz is coming back next year. He plans on playing for his 14th season. I don't think Washington is going to bring him back, but knowing AP and his guys, he might end up doing it just cause those his dudes, those his guys. Zion Young, sleeper. Okay, I'm gonna go check him out. We'll go check him out. But all right, though, y'all. I just wanted to come on here quickly, hop on to talk about the press conference from Adam Peters. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti, the free agents. We are looking to get like Evans, Dawes, etc. Yeah, I looked at the free agent class. I'm gonna do a video on it a little bit later. I'll probably talk about it with the Burgundy Breakdown tomorrow on the channel. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all be safe, be easy. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to the channel. We still here, we still grinding, we still doing our thing every single day. I love y'all, and I see y'all later. Peace.